are people helping people, showing that with just a little love and a little understanding, if we take the time to care, every moment that we share will be guaranteed to have a happy
Tiggy and the Babysitter. A happy ending story. Have you ever had a babysitter? The person who stays with you when your mom and dad have to go out at night? Well, little Tiggy Furtail did. And you'll never guess what happened to her. It all started when Tiggy was playing with her friend Tracy.
Isn't my new dollhouse a lot of fun to play with, Tracy? Look at all the little rooms. Even the windows work just like a real house. And Jessie, my dolly, likes it too.
Oh, Tiggy, it's so beautiful. I wish I had a dollhouse just like this one.
You can bring your favorite doll over here whenever you want to, Tracy. And you can play with my dollhouse too.
Thanks, Tiggy, but I don't have a favorite doll anymore. Rosie used to be, but she's so old and ragged that she's always being fixed. I won't even have her with me tonight when Mrs. Prickles comes to babysit.
Gee, that's a shame, Tracy. I bet if your doll Rosie was with you, you wouldn't even need a babysitter.
I don't think so. My mommy and daddy would still want a grown-up to be home with me. But it would be fun if I had my dolly.
I know Mrs. Prickles isn't any fun. She doesn't tell you stories or play games with you. She just sits and sits and sits.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go into the kitchen and get something to drink, okay?
Okay. Can I have a glass of milk?
Sure, but we have to ask my mom first.
Later that afternoon, Tiggy was playing with her dolls.
And Jessie comes walking into the room and says, "Why, hello, Miss Bunny. Have you seen my new home? It's the cutest little..." Mommy, what's the matter with your head? You look funny.
Never mind how I look, young lady. Just clean up this room. Put all your dolls away or there won't be any place for Wanda to sit when she comes over tonight.
Wanda? Who's Wanda, Mommy? Is she a friend of yours?
No, but I understand she's very nice. She's Mrs. Prickles' sister. Wanda is your new babysitter for tonight.
Babysitter? Why?
Because Daddy and I have to go out tonight, and you can't stay home alone.
No! I don't want any old babysitter. I don't like babysitters. Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy.
Now, what's the problem, my darling Tiggy? Why the tears? Come on. Why don't we sit on the couch and talk about it?
Mommy told me I have a babysitter named Wanda coming tonight. She's old Mrs. Prickles' sister. I don't want any old babysitter. I don't like babysitters. Jessie says she doesn't like them either.
It'll be all right, Tiggy. Mommy and I have to go to a very important town meeting, and I'm sure that Mrs. Prickles' sister is as nice as Mrs. Prickles.
I don't like Mrs. Prickles, and I don't like her sister either.
How do you know that, Tiggy? Wanda never came here to babysit for you.
But she's Mrs. Prickles' sister, and Mrs. Prickles just sits and sits. I know Wanda is just like her.
And then the little bunny rabbit heard his friend in the woods. Oh, Wanda must be at the door.
I'll get it. Well, good evening. You must be Wanda. Please come in. Let me take you upstairs so you can meet Tiggy.
Oh, no!
Tiggy, come out this instant. Good evening, Wanda. It's so nice to meet you. This is our little girl, Tiggy. Tiggy, this is your babysitter, Wanda. Tiggy?
Hello, Tiggy. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hello. It is very nice meeting you. Excuse me, I was just going to sleep.
Do you like stories, Tiggy? I do.
I'm sorry, I'm asleep.
That's too bad. I was going to tell you a story about a princess who couldn't stay away.
Tiggy won't be any trouble. Come with me and I'll show you where things are in the kitchen, and then we'll go. And thank you for coming over on such short notice.
Gee, she tells stories. Maybe I won't go to sleep right away.
After Tiggy heard the door close and she knew that her mom and dad had gone, she went downstairs into the kitchen and took a white sheet out of the laundry basket and pretended to be a ghost.
Eek! Help! Help! Somebody! A ghost!
Please don't be scared. It's only me. I'm not a real ghost. It's me, Tiggy.
I know. You thought you'd scare your babysitter, didn't you?
Well, sort of. But I'm awfully sorry. I really didn't know that you'd be dancing. Mrs. Prickles just sits and sits.
Well, I came prepared. I brought some records and some very special storybooks for you, just in case you couldn't sleep.
Gee, I didn't know that you were going to do that just for me. Gosh, I'm really sorry I was mean earlier.
Oh, that's okay. Tiggy, now I've got a great idea. How about if we have a cup of hot chocolate?
Really, Wanda? I'd like that.
We can celebrate.
Celebrate what?
My first scare ever by a real ghost.
After we celebrate, will you tuck me in and read me a bedtime story?
Of course, that'll be fun. And the little princess was finally able to stay awake and lived with her handsome prince happily ever after. Tiggy? Tiggy?
Whoa, I'm sorry, Wanda. I was just resting. Maybe I am getting just a tiny bit sleepy.
Just go ahead and close your eyes, and we'll wait for Mr. Sandman to come and visit you.
Mommy, where are you?
I'm in the kitchen, Tiggy. I'll be right out.
Good morning, Mommy.
Good morning, Tiggy. From what Wanda told me, it sounds like you had quite a good evening.
Oh, we did, Mommy. We did. And we...
I know. Wanda told me that the two of you had a wonderful time together. So don't worry about the fuss with Daddy and me last night. Remember, you're our little girl, and we wouldn't do anything to make you upset.
Did Wanda tell you anything else about last night?
No, but she left something for you. Here it is. The little princess who couldn't stay awake.
Oh, Mommy, that's the story she read to me last night. I really like Wanda. I'll get it. Good morning, Tracy.
Good morning, Tiggy. Good morning, Miss Furtail.
Good morning, Tracy. You children go ahead and play. I'll be in the kitchen.
Tracy, is that your dolly, Rosie?
Yes! Isn't she beautiful?
Yes, she is. I thought she was broken and being fixed.
Well, until last night she was. But when Mrs. Prickles came over, she spent all night fixing my Rosie. And when I woke up this morning, there was Rosie, all better and good as new.
Gee, I guess babysitters aren't so bad.